cold autumn forest breathed with something alien and unsettling. The rustling of leaves underfoot, like the whispers of countless voices, echoed in the stillness of the night. The air was damp, filled with the scent of rotting moss. I wandered through this dark, silent world, feeling the chills seep through my clothes, making me shiver not only from the cold, but also from an inexplicable unease. I don't remember why I ended up in this place. It was like a fog, fragments of memories, nothing concrete. It felt as though an invisible force was guiding me deeper into the woods. With each step, the trees grew taller and denser, and the light of the stars and moon barely filtered through their thick canopy. Suddenly, amidst the darkness, I saw something strange. In the distance, between the tree trunks, two glowing eyes flickered for a moment. They didn't blink or move. They just stared, straight at me. My heart pounded wildly. Those eyes, they were too high up to belong to any ordinary animal, but there was something inhuman about them. I froze, listening, but the forest around me seemed to freeze with me. No sounds, no wind, only those eyes drilling into me from the darkness. I took a step back, then another, trying not to make any noise. But then the eyes vanished. The sudden emptiness where they had been was even worse than their presence. I felt the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. At that moment, I heard a crunch. Quiet, almost imperceptible, but it was a sound. The sound of footsteps. Someone, or something, was moving toward me. I don't remember starting to run. Everything around me blurred into a single mass of darkness and flashing branches. The ground underfoot was uneven, and I stumbled several times, but adrenaline forced me to get up and keep going. Behind me, somewhere very close, I heard heavy breathing and the sound of rapid, uneven steps. It wasn't just walking, it was chasing me. For a second, I glanced back, and I regretted it. The creature was there. It was running on all fours, its bare skin, like gray wax glistening in the faint moonlight. Huge dog-like ears stuck out to the sides, and its eyes glowed even brighter, reflecting some wild, inhuman hunger. It moved quickly and gracefully, like a predator. But there was something wrong about its movements, something broken, as if every motion defied the laws of nature. I felt the ground beneath my feet suddenly slope downward. Before I realized what was happening, I tumbled into a hollow. My fall was stopped by a slick wall. Feeling around, I realized I had found the entrance to a cave. It was my only refuge. I quickly climbed inside, trying to stifle the sound of my breathing. The cave was narrow and damp, and the darkness inside seemed even denser than outside. I pressed myself against the cold wall and froze. My heart was pounding so hard it felt like its sound alone could betray me. I strained to listen, trying to determine if I had managed to escape, but outside there was an eerie silence. No footsteps, no breathing, nothing. Only this sticky, enveloping darkness. It seemed like it was gone, and then I saw the eyes. The same glowing eyes, only now they were closer than ever. They appeared right in front of me, from the very depths of the cave. I hadn't even heard it enter. The creature stood there, tilting its head slightly, as if studying me. Its face lacked features, except for two deep hollows where that sinister light burned. It bent even lower, and I heard its breathing. It was raspy, with a long wheeze, like something that had lived in eternal darkness. My blood froze. I tried to retreat, but the walls of the cave gave me no space. The creature moved closer, its limbs making revolting sounds. The crunch of joints, the scraping of nails on stone. I squeezed my eyes shut, unable to bear its gaze. This was my last hope, as if by not seeing it, I could make it disappear. But the light from those eyes penetrated even through closed eyelids. At some point, I felt its breath on my face. putrid smell invaded my nostrils. My body was paralyzed. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move. I opened my eyes. It was inches away, its lips, or what resembled them, twisted into a soundless grimace. It reached out a long, vein-covered hand toward me, and I woke up. I was sitting on my bed, drenched in cold sweat, my heart pounding as if it were trying to escape my chest. The room was dark, but it was my room. Familiar shapes of furniture, the faint light of a street lamp outside the window. Everything seemed normal, but there was something strange in the air, like a lingering trace of the dream. I looked at my hands. They were trembling. Was it just a dream, or something more? When I approached the window to reassure myself that it had all been a trick of my mind, I saw them. At the very edge of the yard, between the trees, for a fleeting moment, two glowing eyes flashed and then disappeared.